Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tuassir wa tammim bil khair. تأمل المثال ثم أكمل الناقصة. Now we have to reflect on the example and then we have to complete the incomplete. As we know that akmil is form number, yes, which form is this? Form number 4, yes. Excellent. And this is fi'l amr. Yeah, akmilin naqisa. Here, naqis doesn't mean the verb that is naqis. Here it means the incomplete text or something that is incomplete. All right. So, zawajani abi bint ammi. My father married me to my uncle's daughter. And then we have tazawwajtu bint ammi. I married my uncle's daughter. So now, do you see the difference over here? Zawaja and here tazawwaja. So what's the difference between these two verbs?
Zawaja is form number 2, Ustad.
Yes, from number 2, excellent. And as we know that this is causative, where you cause someone to do something. So zawajani abi, my father married me, bint ammi, to the daughter of my uncle. But here, tazawwajtu, as we see, this is from number 5, which we know that this is basically reflexive of from number 2, where the person, the doer, is himself trying to achieve or do something by himself. So, tazawwajtu bint ammi, I married my uncle's daughter. علمني زميلي اللغة اليابانية. My colleague taught me Japanese language. Okay, so allamani, someone taught me. And if you want to say I learned, then how will you say? Yes.
تعلمت
Excellent.
لغة
اليابانية. Excellent. تعلمت اللغة اليابانية. So now we can see over here that in form 2, we say that someone taught me. In this case, we say my colleague taught me Japanese language. But when you say ta'allamtu, then here you say that I learned myself a Japanese language. Okay. Lamma, as we discussed earlier, lamma means when. It means when we use it with the past tense. So when it is used with the past tense, as we can see over here, lamma raja'a. So we know that raja'a is the past tense. Lamma raja'a Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam min badrin zawajahu ukhtaha umma kulthumin. So when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam returned from Badr, he married his daughter Umma Kulthum. هذه لما الحينية. This is called لمة الحينية. حان يحين حينا, or حينا is used for time, and that's why it is called لما الحينية, لما of time. وهي ظرف زمان, as we can see here that this is adverb of time. وتختص بالماضي, and it is restricted to the past tense. ويكون جوابها فعلا ماضيا, and also it's as we see that there is a reply to the condition, so it is like conditional, and the reply to the condition also has to be the past tense. نحو, for example, لما سمعت الأذان, when I listened or when I heard the call for prayer. توضأت, I made wudu. وتوجهت إلى المسجد, and I headed towards masjid. So here how it is translated: when لما سمعت الأذان, when I heard the adhan. توضأت, I made wudu and I went to the masjid, or I headed towards the masjid. توجه, which verb form is this? And توضأ,
5, Ustad.
yeah, both of them, توضأ and توجه, yeah, and both of them are the first person al-mutakallim, which is I. توضأت, I performed wudu. وتوجهت, and I headed towards the masjid. لما وصلنا إلى مكة, when we reached Mecca. أسرعنا إلى بيت الحرام, بيت الله الحرام, so we hurried to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So لما وصلنا, again after لما, what do we have? We have the past tense, وصلنا إلى مكة. أسرعنا. Yes, أسرع. Which verb form is this?
Aslama, Asra,
Excellent. Yeah.
Yusri.
For yeah. So we hurried. Yani we sped up or we hurried to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وفي التنزيل في قصة إبراهيم عليه السلام, and then in the Quran, as we have the verse of the Quran over here, فلما رأى القمر بازغا قال هذا ربي, and when he saw the sun rising, he said, this is my Lord. So فلما and when, as we can see over here. Lamma, can it also be used with the present tense?
Yes.
All right. So then what happens when we use it with the
Not
present
yet,
tense? It gives the meaning of not yet. That's number one. Number two, also it has another function.
Yeah, it take Mudare take Majzoom, no?
Excellent.
Jazm.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, mudari becomes mayzoom. Lamma yadkhulil imanu fi qulubikum. If you remember one example from the Quran, from Surah Al-Arab, that iman has not entered your hearts yet. Talking to Arab, and then inshallah you will remember that. Okay. غدا نذهب نحن المتفوقين. Tomorrow we are heading, or we will head to, we will go, we the ones who are successful. So we the ones who are successful. Why do I translate it we the ones, or we the successful ones, or we the ones who excelled? Do you remember? نحن takes marfu after that, but it takes marfu after that when we use it in a regular construction. Well, for example, we say نحن المسلمون, we Muslims. But when we use mansub noun after that, as we can see over here.
Here Nahnu, maybe here Nahnu is for Toki.
Excellent. Yeah, as we can see that here, basically, yeah, it is for ikhtisas. Yeah, it's like to make something peculiar, to make something specific. Yes, that's right. So when you see that there is a noun after that, and the noun is mansub, and that means it is mansubun ala al-ikhtisas. And there could be two reasons why Sheikh has introduced this. Number one, as it is a rule of the Arabic language, and number two, because when we will discuss about mansubat, as you know that we have in Arabic marfu'at, mansubat, and majrurat. So it is also one of the topics of mansubat, like why the noun becomes mansub. You know, like noun can be mansub when it is maf'ul bihi, when it is maf'ul, right? Maf'ul fihi, any kind of maf'ul, we know it is mansub. And similarly, we can see over here, and we know that hal is mansub and tamyiz is mansub, and inshallah we will learn all of that in the coming lessons. And here, one of the reasons why noun can be mansub is when it comes after nahnu and it is used for ikhtisas, when we want to make it peculiar. وهو مفعول للفعل أخص, I specify. وهذا الفعل واجب الحذف, and it is mandatory to drop this this verb. Yani أخص, I specify. Do you remember any other places in the Arabic language where we have to drop the subject? I gave you two examples. Yeah. Anyone? When we say shukran, shukran is also used as maf'ul bihi. Ashkuruka shukran. Afwan, ahlan wa sahlan, excellent. Afwan, afawta afwan, and atayta ahlan. So ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban, shukran, and similarly afwan. Here we have to make the subject has to be mahdhuf, and this is wajib. In some cases it's not, but in this case it is wajib. So you will not say أخص نحن المتفوقين. You will simply say نحن المتفوقين, and the listener has to understand that something is mahdhuf. As we discussed in one of the previous lessons, that Arabic is also called لغة الحذف. It's like dropping something, and it happens a lot in Arabic language. ويأتي المخصوص لبيان المقصود بالضمير, and the makhsus, the one that has been specified, it always comes with the pronoun of nahnu. As we can see over here, it always comes with the pronoun of nahnu. So nahnu al-muslimina la nakhafu illa Allah. We, the Muslims, do not fear except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not fear anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. نحن طلاب المعهد نسكن في مهجع الأولي. We, the students of the institute, live in the hotel or in the first, not hotel, in the first hostel. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Mahad, what is Mahad? Anyone remember? And Mahja?
Mahja is the
Makan.
Look, yeah, please,
Makan.
yeah, try to look at the pattern. So both of them are on the pattern of maf'al, right? Maf'al, yeah.
Zarf, no?
Yeah,
Zarf
maf'alun.
makan.
Yeah, so ظرف المكان, excellent, perfect. Both of them are ظرف المكان. Mahad is a place to study and Mahja is the place to reside. وفي الحديث الشريف إن معشر الأنبياء لا نورث. We, the prophets, are not to be inherited or cannot be inherited. Nurathu, I would like you to figure out this verb. First of all, is it active or passive?
Warasa.
Passive is
Warasa
that?
yurisu.
Varatha yarithu,
Passive.
okay?
Warasa.
Okay, varatha yarithu, okay.
It is passive, no?
Passive,
Nurasa.
excellent. Is it passive of the past tense or the present tense?
Present tense.
Present tense, excellent.
Mudara.
Okay, yeah.
Because the last harakat is Dhamma.
Dhamma, okay, and the first is also Dhamma. So it was basically Varatha Yarithu, and you know that when we have Mithal Wawi in Mudare, the Waw gets dropped. But when we talk about Mudare Ma'lum, yeah, regular Mudare, the Waw gets dropped. But when we talk about Majhul, then the Waw comes back. So Wajada Yajidu, but when we make Mudare, it will be Wujida Yujadu. Similarly, Varatha Yarithu, but when we make the past tense, it will be Waritha. And when we make the Mudare, which is Majhul, it will be Yurathu. Yurathu, Turathu, Turathu, Urathu, and Nurathu. Excellent. Perfect. إملأ الفراغ فيما يأتي بمخصوص مناسب. Now we have to fill in the blanks with the sentences using the appropriate مخصوص. Something yani that has been specified. نحن المعهد ندرس صباحا ومساء.
نحن طلاب المعهد ندرس صباحا.
Again, please. نحن what did you say?
نحن طلاب المعهد.
لا
معهد.
طلاب. Yeah, طلاب.
طلاب.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
طلاب.
So نحن طلاب طلاب المعهد ندرس صباحا ومساء. We, the students of the institute.
Why is طلاب?
Because of نحن, it's, as we have seen previously, that whenever after نحن you see mansub, it is called اختصاص, and it is always mansub, and it is translated as we, the students. If you say نحن طلاب, it will be translated as we are students. And if you say نحن الطلاب, it will be translated as we students. نحن الطلاب, we students. But when you say نحن الطلاب, then it will be translated as we the students. We the students, yeah. Like we had examples like we the Muslims, we the Indians, we the Americans, we the Pakistanis. So when you want to specify, and you know in English we specify with using the, and in Arabic we don't have anything like that. We have al, but then you know that is used in a different context, and here it is used to specify when you want to say we the students of the institute. We study in the morning and in the evening. صباحا ومساء. نحن لا نشرك بالله شيئا. We, the Muslims. Perfect. Okay, you have to give me the you have to give me
المسلمين.
yeah. نحن المسلمين. Perfect. نحن المسلمين لا نشرك بالله شيئا. We, the Muslims. We, the Muslims, do not associate anything with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is this clear?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, excellent. Tamreenun shafawiyun. So this is an oral exercise from shafatun. Shafatun, as we know, is lip, and then when we want to make association, a nasb with that, it becomes shafawiyun, which basically means the oral exercise. يأتي كل طالب بمثال للاختصاص. Now each student gives one example of ikhtisas. Mustamilan al-ism al-mansub, al-ism al-mansuba, after using a noun that is mansub. And this mansub, please remember, is nasb. This is not with sad. This is what? With seen. Mansub. What is the difference between this one and the one that we say every day? Mansub. What is the difference between these two?
And so with Saad it's Fatha, Ustad.
Okay, this is okay. This is sad and this is seen. Mansub. Yeah, but what's the difference between these two then? I've just
Mansoob is relationship,
excellent.
and mansoob is accusative.
Perfect. This mansub is
The
seen
other
is
mansoob
for association. Perfect, to show association. For example, someone from Hind we say Hindiyun, right? And similarly, someone from Makkah we say Makkiyun, right? And similarly, I gave you the example just now that shafatun is lip, and when you want to say oral, it will be shafawiyun. And similarly, someone who lives in Madina, we say madaniyun. So this is ya an nasb. It is ya an nasb, which is always mushaddad, and it always has tashdid, and it is used a lot in Arabic language as well. Something that is in front of you is amama, and we say amamiyun. Something that is dakhilun, we say dakhiliyun. Something that is outside kharijun, we say kharijiyun. So it is used with the countries, with the nouns, lots of nouns it is used. So what do we have to do now? You have to use al-ikhtisas about your country. For example, you say nahnul hunuda, we the Indians. Nahnul yabaniyina, we the Japanese. Nahnul afariqah, we the Africans. From Africa, afariqah, the plural is we the Africans. Okay, so like this, you can do this oral exercise just for practice. For example, nahnul hunuda, nahnul afariqa, nahnul almana, we the Germans, and nahnul ingliza, we the English people. So after that, you can just add information to that, whatever information you would like to, and then you can complete the sentences. This is an oral exercise. It's more like practice. If you want to practice by yourselves, you can do that. Hati mudari al-af'al al-atiyata. Now we have to provide the present tense. Ballagha, to convey. Yes. Yeah, please. Also, you have to tell me the form. Which form is this?
Sabbaha, form number 2. Ustad.
Excellent. Form number 2, sabbaha. Excellent. Ballagha yuballighu, to convey. Tawajjaha, yes, to head into the direction.
Yatawajjahu,
Okay. Which form is this? Form
5.
5.
Ustad.
Okay. Tawajjaha yatawajjahu. Tajassasa,
Tajassasa yatajassasu.
to spy.
Number 5.
Yeah, it is also from number 5. Okay. Asra'a,
Yusri'u, form number 4. Ustad.
4. Excellent. Yeah. Asra'a yusri'u, to hasten, to make something faster. Yusri'u. Bazagha, to rise, the sunrise. Yeah. Yabzughu. Okay. And which form is this?
First.
Exactly, from number 1, or we can say the regular form or the standard form.
Nasara yansuru.
Nasara yansuru, perfect. Yeah, it's on the pattern of Nasara yansuru. Bazagha yabzughu. And bazighun will be ismul fa'il, right? Bazighun. Hati mufrada. Okay, now we have to provide the singular of the following nouns. Khulafa'u, mamnu min as-sarf, because it is mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, the caliphs, and it will be caliphs, and it will be khalifatun. Excellent. Warathatun,
Warisun.
warithun. Okay,
Warithun.
yeah. On this pattern, can you please give me some other examples, especially from the Quran? Warathatun, like kafaratun, fajaratun, right?
Okay.
Yeah, please focus on these examples. Okay, and then we have ma'ashiru on the pattern of mafa'ilu, mamnu min as-sarf. Yes,
Ma'ashar, Ustad.
yes, you can see
Ma'ashar.
over here the verse of the Quran. Yeah, ma'asharun, which is used for the company or group, and we have this from Surah Al-Rahman. Yeah, ma'ashar al-jinni wal-insi in istata'atum أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان. Yeah, okay. يا معشرة. معشرة. Why is it mansoob? I'm sure you can figure it out now.
Because of Ya Ustad.
Because of Ya, okay. But when we say Ya Allahu, Ya Rabbu, it's not necessary that after Ya it has to be mansoob.
Yes, sir.
Only after ya mudaf.
Yeah,
become
we have
mansub.
to have mudaf, mudaf alayh construction. Not only a singular noun, we have to have a complete construction which is called mudaf, mudaf alayh, as we are very much, we know about it very well. So we will say Ya Ma'ashar al Jinni, Ya Rabbal Alameen, and there are many examples we have discussed several times. Okay, Hati Jam'a. Now we have to provide the plural. Okay, I'm saying this Hati. Is it for singular? Is it for masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Okay. Anyone else? No.
Hati.
Yes. This is Fi'l al-Amr, yeah. Special Fi'l al-Amr, okay.
No. Hati is for
Singular
feminine.
masculine. Yeah, it's for
Hati.
singular masculine. And you
Yeah,
know why it is for singular
masculine.
masculine? Because when you talk about one singular masculine, it includes both masculine and feminine. But if it is only for feminine, then it will be specific only to the feminine. So what will be the form if I'm talking to a singular feminine? What will I say? Hati. Yeah, it will be prolonged. Okay. Okay. And if it is more than two, if it is plural, then what will we say? Ha.
Hatia.
Hatia is dual. Perfect. And the plural will be hatu. Hatu. Hatu burhanakum in kuntum sadiqin. So bring, yeah. So hatu. So hati for singular masculine, hati for singular feminine, and for two, as you said, rightly said, it will be hatiya. And when it is plural, it will be hatu. Hatu burhanakum. Okay. Risalatun. What's the plural of risalatun?
Rasailu.
Okay, risailu. And also we have risalatun. We have two plurals, yeah. So when we have risailu, it is mamnu min as-sarf, and it is not used in the Quran. The plural that is used in the Quran is risalatun, risalatin, risalatin, on the pattern of sound feminine plural. So it is risalatun, risalatun, wa risailu, hadiqatun, hadai, hadai, حدائق إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا حدائق. So why is it that it's mansoob and it is mamnu min as-sarf? Because it is mamnu min as-sarf, that's why the example that we have in the Quran, that mansoob is with fatha and not fathatain. So hadaiqu, why is it mamnu min as-sarf? Because it is on the pattern of mafa'ilu. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, then we have ahlun.
Ahalun.
All right. Ahalin, and also it can be ahalun, ahalin, ahalin.
Ahluna also.
Ahluna, exactly, used in the Quran. Perfect, yeah. And we also know that ahlun is used as mudaf. And please remember that in the Quran, it is used for the family, for the wife as well. It is also used for the nation, for the people. So it's a very comprehensive word which is used in the Quran, and it is used in different contexts. So whenever you are reciting the Quran, and whenever you look at the translation, please pay a special attention that it can also be used for the wife, and also can be used for the family members, and also can be used for Jama'ah as well. Wafatun, death, and the plural is
Wafayatun.
Wafayatun. Perfect. Yeah, so if you see here, as we discussed, the feminine plural, which is on the plural on the pattern of sound feminine plural, it is risalatun, risalatin, risalatin. Uballighukum risalati rabbi wa ana lakum nasihun amin. Now you can see over here risalati rabbi. Okay, can you figure out like why it is Risalati, that's number one. And why not risalatin? And why do we not have fatha and why do we have kasra? Perfect. Tell me, like, what's the status of risalat?
Risalat is mansub, Ustad.
Mansub. Perfect. It is mansub. Risalatun, risalatin, risalatin. Okay. Because uballighu requires maf'ulain. So kum is maf'ul number one and risalati is maf'ul number two. But why not risalatin? Why is it risalati?
أبلغ الرسالات رسال
B is
رسالاتي is mudaf
Excellent.
maybe.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah,
Risalati
yeah,
Rabbi.
perfect.
And
Risalati, the
yeah,
woman,
and Rabbi is also mudaf
nephew.
ilayh. Yeah, because
Yeah, Rabbi is also mudaf.
yeah, perfect. So whenever you see a noun that it is light, it does not have tanween and it's in the middle of the sentence, you should focus or you should think like it can be mudaf ilayh. Then how to confirm it? What can possibly happen is that mudaf alayh is normally a proper noun and mudaf is generally a common noun. So we know Rabbi is a proper noun because Rabb is a common noun, but when we have Yal Mutakallim with that, then it becomes a proper noun. So Uballigukum risalati Rabbi wa ana lakum nasihun amin. I convey to you the messages of my Lord, and I am to you a trustworthy advisor. Nasihun, as you know, it's on the pattern of fa'ilun, nasaha yansahu. And aminun, can you figure out the pattern of aminun?
Amana,
Mm-hmm.
Amana
Yeah, the pattern.
fa'ilun,
Excellent.
fa'ilun,
Fa'ilun, yeah.
fa'ilun.
Fa'ilun. And we have discussed that fa'ilun can
Fa'il
be,
is
yeah, it can be mubalagha.
Superlative.
Yeah, it can be,
mubalaghah.
and it can also be the receiver of the action. It can be ismul maf'ul as well.
Mm.
And also it can be file as well, depending on how it is used in a sentence. Here it is file, it's the doer. Or it is masuf, you can say, because sifa, because nasihun is masuf and trustworthy is sifa. All right. Now we have examples from the Quran of form number 5, as we can see over here. So what you will do, inshallah, you will figure out the whether it is a present tense, past tense, whether it is active or passive, and whether it is masdar or any other form. واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا.
Yeah, tafarraku is because of lana. Like
Okay, this is from number 5. Yeah, as we know. Yeah, and what is this basically? The whole
Nahiya.
it is فعل النهي, right? لا تفرقوا, yeah, لا تفرقوا, do not become divided. Excellent. And واعتصموا بحبل الله. What is meant by بحبل الله? The rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what is the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
Quran.
Quran, yeah. And Quran, there is a beautiful hadith that this is bihablillah ta'ala. And one end of this is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the other hand is in our hands. The other end, I mean, is with us. So imagine if we hold tight to it, we cannot be misguided and we cannot have any worries in our lives because it is held by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if we hold on to something which is held by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing in the world can harm us. وَالَّذِينَ يُتَوَفَّوْنَ مِنْكُمْ وَيَذَرُونَ أَزْوَاجًا. Form number 5. Yeah, is it active or passive? Passive. Present or past?
present.
Present. Okay. يُتَوَفَّوْنَ. Excellent. Minkum wa yadharuna azwaja. Those among you who pass away, and we discussed in the previous lesson that normally when it is used as passive, it gives the meaning of passing away or to die. والمتصدقين والمتصدقات. Yes, please.
And for fifth.
Again, I heard someone saying ismul maf'ul.
Is maf'ul, na?
Maf'ul. متصدقين.
Matufun alayh.
No, but my question is mutasaddiq. Mutasaddiq is ismul fa'il or ismul maf'ul?
Mutasaddiqina ismul fa'il.
Ismul fa'il. Excellent. Yeah, it is ismul fa'il. Even though it is mansub, because ismul fa'il can be marfu, it can be mansub, and it can be majroor. Like Muhammadun, Muhammadan,
Here
Muhammadin.
is mansub, na?
Yeah, it
Here
is
is mansub
mansub.
because of matufan ala azwajan.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, so we can see over
Yeah.
here. No, no, this is a different verse. This is from Surah Baqarah, and this is from a different verse of the Quran. So, but it is mansub because it is like the verse starts with innal muslimina wal muslimat and continues up to the end of wadhakirin Allah. So it's a long verse of the Quran. So because of inna, basically it is mansub. So it is wal mutasaddaqina. Basically it is ismul fa'il. Perfect. And wal mutasaddiqat is also ismul fa'il.
Also
This is for masculine and this is for feminine.
feminine.
Okay, ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر or تأخر. Yes, please.
Allah.
تقدم and تأخر.
Taqaddama is madin. Tafa'ala.
Madin, past tense. Perfect. Both of them.
Past tense.
تقدم and تأخر. Yeah,
Tafa'ala also.
yeah, subsequent and then the previous. So both of them are past tense. Excellent. Okay, why both of them are, they are not mansub because they are past tense and past is mabni al fath. Okay. However, liyaghfira, yaghfir is mansub. Why is that? Ghafara yaghfiru. So it should be yaghfiru. It is yaghfira.
That is
Yeah,
unless
li, because of li, no?
Li, yeah, this is lam ta'lil, yeah. Lam ta'lil, yeah. Lam of reason. So that, in order to, so that, likay, it gives the meaning of likay, so that, okay. Perfect. الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى.
Is present tense.
Present tense, yeah, to purify himself. Why it is purify himself? Because if you remember, we discussed that one of the characteristics of this form is it can be active and it can be also translated as passive as well. However, it is reflexive. It's like doing anything to yourself. So yatazakka is to purify yourself. All right. إذ قرب قربانا فتقبل من أحدهما ولم يتقبل من الآخر.
فتقبل is
Passive form, no?
Passive, excellent. Passive.
Madin passive form.
Perfect. It is past, and it is passive. Yeah, madin and majhul. Excellent. ولم يتقبل.
Yutaqabbalam because fi'l mudara.
Fi'l mudari? Okay,
Is
perfect.
mansub.
But is it active or passive?
is passive step.
Passive because it starts with you.
Yutaqabbal.
Yutaqabbal, yeah, because it starts with you and the second last root letter has fatha or the second last letter has fatha. So that means it is also passive. When both offered a sacrifice, it was accepted. So as we can see, it was accepted is passive for the past tense from one able, but not accepted from the other, which is Cain. So Habil and Qabil. All right. وتقطعت بهم الأسباب. تقطعت.
Malia.
Taqatta'at Madin.
Obvious.
تقطع يتقطع. Yeah, and تقطعت is for the singular feminine, right? Singular feminine. Why is that? Because of asbab.
Because
Yeah,
of the
perfect. Yeah. So asbab is the broken plural, which is treated
plural
as
of-
singular feminine. Yeah, sababun, asbabun. Perfect. قد نرى تقلب وجهك في السماء.
Is past,
تقلب.
sir.
تقلب.
Past.
Taqalluba yataqallabu.
تقلبا.
Is taqalluba is
Okay, hint. Look at the translation. Look at the
Sir,
translation.
Masdar
Masdar.
is masdar.
Masdar. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Because if you look at the translation, it's turning. Yeah.
Masdar and mudaf.
And
Masdar and mudaf.
Mudaf. Perfect.
Mudaf.
Yeah. And maful bihi. Yeah.
Maf'ulun bihi.
Yeah. And we know that qad is used for in like modern standard Arabic. When we use qad with the present tense, it gives the meanings of may. But in the Quran, it whether it is used with the past tense or the present tense, it gives the meaning of indeed, right? So now here nara is the present tense, as we know. Yara, tara, tara, ara, nara. Qad nara, taqalluba, and this is maful bihi. That's why it is mansoob over here, and it is light. Why? Because it is mudaf, and the noun that follows it is mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Wajhika fis sama. We have certainly seen the turning. You know the translation, so we have to pay a special attention of your face, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, toward the heaven. Okay, ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم.
تقبل فعل الأمر أستاذ.
Excellent. And here it will be فعل الدعاء. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, تقبل. إذ تصوروا المحراب. تصوروا.
Is tasawwaruna. Is tasawwur.
This also Ustad.
تصور. تصورا. تصوروا.
Tasawwaru.
ماضي أستاذ.
Plural,
Past
no?
tense.
Plural
Excellent.
form.
Yeah.
Past tense.
Perfect. When they climbed, as we can see here, they and climbed. So this is past tense. All right. We are almost done. تكاد تميز من الغيظ.
تميز.
Takadu
Past.
tamayyazu.
Masdar ya Ustad.
Tamayyazu.
تميز is past أستاذ.
Present.
تميز يتميز. تتميز. So basically here, yeah, one ta has been dropped. Yeah. Takadu. You remember the meaning of takadu? Kada yakadu? About to happen. Excellent. Yeah. Ma kadu yaf'alun. They were not going to do it. So kada yakadu, when it is used in the Quran, it means, or in everyday life, it means about to. And when we have kada yakidu, that means to plot. Kada yakidu. Innahum yakiduna kaida wa akidu kaida. They are plotting and I am plotting. So when it is yakidu, it means to plot. And when it is kada yakadu, then it means something that is almost or about to. So it almost bursts with rage. And the last one, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا لَا يَقُومُونَ إِلَّا كَمَا يَقُومُ الَّذِي يَتَخَطَّبَهُ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنَ الْمَسِّ. يَتَخَبَّطَهُ. Yeah.
Present tense. Mudara.
Present.
All right, excellent. يَتَخَبَّطَهُ, that means to touch. Yeah. One who has been driven crazy. So those who take riba, which is usually your interest, will not stand, but as stands the one who the demon has, or the demon has driven crazy by his touch. So la and illa, as we have seen, the combination of la and illa is also used for emphasis. La ilaha illallah. So the combination of la and illa is also used for hasr. نسأل الله أن يتقبل منا وبارك الله فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وإياكم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.